Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it's KingNido here and we are in the Johto region today with the Goldenrod balance facing the Santaloon Swarm. Now Swarm are going to start out with a massive defense in Shuckle as well as having Orbeetle out there with its Psychic typing, whereas Obstagoon's the perfect counter that Psychic typing with the Dark type, although it will be weak to the Bug type, and Snorlax, the number 1 draft pick for the Goldenrod balance. And Obstagoon immediately starts out with a super effective hit onto Orbeetle, and Orbeetle responds with a Lash Out, which is not going to be very effective. Snorlax now going for the Accelerate onto Shuckle. Decent hit on those heavy defenses with a super effective move, and Shuckle responds with a Horn Attack, which does not do as much damage to Snorlax. Obstagoon now going with the Defender Order, going to boost its defenses there. Could be a very good play, especially if it gets hit with a Fighting type move. Orbeetle now going with the Milk Drink, so it's going to restore its health after taking damage from Obstagoon earlier. Good play there. Those 230 defenses and special defenses of Shuckle should be huge, but a Water Spout from Snorlax hits both Orbeetle, and it is super effective on Shuckle. That's 2 super effective hits from Snorlax onto Shuckle 2 turns in a row. Now Shuckle shares its power with Obstagoon, who fails with a Sleep Powder, and Orbeetle fails with a Will-O-Wisp, and now Snorlax goes with the Scald, continuing to go for Shuckle, and Shuckle is taken down with its 3rd consecutive super effective hit from Snorlax. Snorlax is doing great so far in this matchup as Golisopod comes out onto the field, and a Future Sight from Obstagoon. It's going to focus that in on Orbeetle, so we should see that take damage in incoming turns. Now Orbeetle does boost its evasiveness there, and a Lick from Golisopod does fail, and Snorlax goes for the charge. So it is going to begin charging its power here, boosting its stats, raising that special defense. It's already got 110 special defense as it is, as a Draining Kiss from Obstagoon to Golisopod. So Obstagoon's going to take its health back to full strength. Orbeetle though, going for the Sacred Fire, taking Obstagoon back down, but only a little bit. And Golisopod goes with the Poison Sting onto Snorlax and leaves it poisoned. This is fantastic for the Santaloon Swarm. That poison damage is going to chip away at Snorlax as Snorlax goes for the Powder Snow, hitting both Orbeetle and Golisopod and being very ineffective, doing minimal damage to both Pokemon as Snorlax takes that poison damage. Around now from Obstagoon onto Orbeetle, chipping away at the Bug Psychic type, who responds with a Sludge Bomb. That's a much better hit. Golisopod goes with the Rock Polish here. Should boost its speed, I believe. And that it does, boosting it sharply. Snorlax setting up with the Cosmic Power. Beautiful looking move, seeing all those stars. And it will boost Snorlax's defense and special defense, getting another boost as Orbeetle takes that Future Sight attack. It's not going to be very effective, however. And Snorlax taking even more damage from that poison. It is a beautiful way to chip away that mammoth of a Pokemon. Power Gem now from Golisopod. And Obstagoon goes with the Mega Kick onto Golisopod as Orbeetle performs the Pedal Dance. Consecutive turn move as it chips away even more so with Snorlax, who's taking all these hits. Snorlax copies the stat changes of Orbeetle as it takes even more damage from that poison. That clock is ticking as Golisopod goes with the Lava Plume. This hits everyone on the field. It's probably worst on Orbeetle, who it is super effective on, as Obstagoon is burned. And Obstagoon's going to vanish from the field using that Phantom Force. We don't know where it's gone, but it is going to hit somebody, as Obstagoon avoids the Pedal Dance from Orbeetle, which is going to leave Orbeetle confused. And Snorlax now going with the Roost. Almost surprised it didn't go for the rest, but it is going to restore its health. A huge restoration there, but it will still be taking damage from that poison. Obstagoon also taking damage from the burn, so the status conditions are affecting the Goldenrod balance at the moment as Golisopod fails with the Sing, and Obstagoon goes with the Phantom Force and finishes off Orbeetle. That's the 2nd Pokemon down now for the Santaloon Swarm, a super effective hit to take out the Bug type. Snorlax now going in with the Nuzzle onto Golisopod, and Golisopod should be left paralyzed. That it is. So everybody in the field right now has a status condition, but Golisopod bails with its emergency exit and goes back to the bench as Volcarona comes out onto the field for the Santaloon Swarm. It's number 1 draft pick for the Bug types. And there's those status conditions taking effect again as Golisopod quickly comes back out onto the field, and it is still paralyzed. Volcarona goes with the high jump kick. Super effective, 4 times super effective onto Obstagoon, and it gets the job done. So a big impact from Volcarona immediately in this matchup. And a Fishy-ish Rendo from Snorlax, super effective on Volcarona. Huge hit there. Whereas that Lick will not affect Snorlax from Golisopod being ineffective. And there's more poison damage onto Snorlax as Porygon 2 comes out onto the field. Both Porygon 2 and Porygon Z are members of the Golden Rebalance. Venoshock from Sandalwood swarms Volcarona onto Porygon. And a Porygon responding with a Sludge Wave. Hits everybody on the field, almost wipes out Volcarona. And Golisopod is unable to move due to its paralysis. And Snorlax continues to be chipped away at by that poison damage. It has been so effective so far. Volcarona going with the entrainment here. Instead of going for an offensive move, you have to think that Volcarona won't last much longer in this matchup. And Porygon 2 goes with the Brave Bird. It will get recoil damage, but it's gonna finish off Volcarona. And as I said, not much longer in this matchup. Super effective. Taken down. Volcarona is out. It is now a 5 versus 3 battle. And Snorlax going with the Psybeam onto Golisopod. And forget what I said, it is now a 5 versus 2 battle because Golisopod is eliminated. We're down to the last 2 Pokemon for the Sandalwood Swarm. Snorlax, you have to think, has 1 go remaining in it. Center Scorch and Pinsir come out for the Sandalwood Swarm. They've got to perform big, and Pinsir immediately goes for the Ice Beam onto Snorlax, and Snorlax is eliminated. Pinsir doing exactly what it has to do. Center Scorch needs to follow this up, and it goes with the Burning Jealousy. Will get the stab boost, being a fire type, and a very good hit there onto Porygon 2, who responds with the Facade. Decent hit there to Center Scorch, as now we have Stoutland coming out for the Goldenrod Balance, and Pinsir going with a fire type move of its own. The Fire Pledge onto Porygon 2. Stoutland goes for the Fairy Lock, so it's not going to go for the offensive move. It will trap everyone on the field. And Center Scorch becoming cloaked in that harsh light, setting up for a Sky Attack as those wings lift up into the air, and Porygon goes with the Rock Tomb onto Pinsir. Very good hit there, super effective on Pinsir. It's also going to lower its speed here, which opens the door for Stoutland to use Earth Power onto Pinsir. Not as effective, being not very effective, obviously, but Center Scorch unfortunately misses the Sky Attack onto Porygon 2, which allows Porygon 2 to go for the Water Pulse onto Pinsir, and Pinsir hangs on by a thread and goes with a Hypnosis, which is going to put Porygon 2 to sleep. That Sky Attack really needed to hit Porygon 2. It probably would have taken it out of this matchup, as Stoutland fails with the Shore Up because its health is already full, and Center Scorch lasers that Toxic onto Stoutland. That's going to get worse as this match continues. Stoutland being badly poisoned as Porygon 2 is still fast asleep. Pinsir goes with the Baby Doll Eyes, so it doesn't go for the offensive move, which you have to think could have taken down Porygon 2, but it will lower Porygon 2's physical attacks. That Stoutland takes that poison damage. It's got the speed, but it misses with the Play Rough onto Center Scorch, who sets up for a Blue Flare now onto Porygon 2, and Porygon 2 is eliminated. Center Scorch doing everything it has to right now to keep the Sandalwood Swarm in this matchup. And a Moonblast now from Pinsir onto Stoutland. Good hit there. Followed up by that Poison still taking effect on Stoutland. It's hurting Stoutland badly as Beware comes out onto the field. Has that fire type, that fighting typing, and that Unnerve ability. And Stoutland though goes with the Aqua Jet onto Pinsir. So Pinsir's eliminated. Center Scorch is all by the field on itself. It's going to have 3 Pokemon to contend with. And goes for the Shell Sidearm onto Stoutland, following that Poison type move thread. As Beware goes with the Electro Web, only having 1 target is going to do a little bit of damage to Center Scorch, but there's that Poison. Might finish off Stoutland. Stoutland still hanging on. Just goes with the Vice Grip onto Center Scorch. A very good hit. Center Scorch is holding on and responds with a brutal swing. It's going to eliminate Stoutland. It also is not very effective on Beware, but Stoutland is taken out of this matchup. Center Scorch doing everything it can, but Beware with the Dragon Pulse. This should get the job done. And it does. Center Scorch is eliminated. The Goldenrod Balance have won this matchup, having the advantage from the very start. Very well played there by the Goldenrod Balance. That will put them on equal third in the lineup. So far, we still are only 6 matches into this season. This will be updated at the end of every match. But next round, it'll be the Goldenrod Balance facing the Hearthome Haunts in a battle of the immunities, and the Sandalwood Swarm will face the Lumiose Lightning. I really look forward to that matchup. But our next matchup will be the Jubilife Venom. Oh yeah, we get to see Nidoking hopefully, facing the Dooford Combats. But until then, Nidorinos thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on the field today. And if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I will see you when you see me.